Hey guys and gals, my beautiful Camponotus texanus queen caught her flight on March 19th and was caught on the morning of March 20th, and this is where her journey began. A few nights later, I was able to catch a couple more Camponotus texanus queens. However, our story focuses on my first catch of the year, which you can see is in a different test tube. By mid-April, this gal was doing absolutely amazing. She had a nice large batch of brood in all stages of life. But to me, this gal and her sisters were looking just a bit thin. A few days later, I fed this queen some honey, and you can see quite the difference in her gaster. After this feeding, I rested easy for the next few weeks, knowing that my queen was full of food, and if her workers arrived and I was not there, she would have something to feed them. Feeding your Camponotus queens a small drop of honey halfway through their first brood development is a Dragon Bloom approved method of ensuring your Camponotus colony's maximum growth. Just remember to remove any remains after a couple of days. And voila, my crazy honey voodoo magic worked. As of May 13th, the next time I checked on my Camponotus queen, she had 2 workers. By this time, these gals are doing great. But for me, this test tube is quite a problem. It's not really visible in the way that I would like it to be. It doesn't really hold a whole lot of water, and it's kind of a pain to feed them in this thing. So, while building my terrace top view nests, I was thinking about an expansion for these gals. I wanted something a bit vibrant, but also desert style, because half of Texas is a desert, and this is what I came up with. I built this nest in sort of the same style as I did our friend Transparency Ant's nest. I wanted to use a large red rock as part of the cave system and the cave walls. So I found the perfect little red rock outside, and I built a single chamber with a single tunnel leading to that chamber. And hopefully our small colony will enjoy this nest. Because as of late May, we have them attached to the nest now. They may not exactly move in just yet, but at least they'll get used to the smell of the nest, and maybe they'll explore in it. I will likely leave them like this until they run out of water in their test tube, and then I'll force the move. But if they're moving into a nest, they're gonna need an outworld, right? So I think we will go ahead and build them an outworld in the same style that their nest is in. I'm a big fan of the desert setups, not only because they look amazing, but for me they're easy to build since I have red desert rocks everywhere. And with this outworld, I would like to make a 3 entry, so 1 entry for the nest and 2 entries on either side for expansions. So I've marked up 3/4 of an inch from the bottom of the box and 1 inch in from the side. I would also like to drill 2 holes in the top of this acrylic box and put some mesh on here for ventilation. So let me grab my drill and the acrylic box and drill a few holes, and then I'll show you guys my idea on exactly what I want to do with this outworld. And for our decor, I will be using these fake dried green grasses. And of course, I will also need super glue to secure those grasses. I will be using this giant red rock here. Not really giant, but good feeding rock. It will be our main feature rock. And for the base, I would just like to do the cream-colored grout and a bunch of these little red rocks, kind of scattered in the bottom. And then I would like to build a desert-style ridge and put this red rock right on top of it, just above our entry tubing. I think this will be a neat little place for our ants to exit their nest, and it will also make it easier for the ants to defend. Though they'll never have to face any sort of attack, it's still in their head to defend. The next day, after attaching the queen and the colony to their new nest, I fed them a roach and just a little bit of honey. They weren't really interested in my food offerings, but I was just trying to see if I could get them closer to the nest. But the ants were having absolutely none of my shenanigans, and just wanted to be covered back with their black cover. So, I decided to clean the food out and cover them back up with their black cover. This queen has done so well, there is absolutely no need to stress her any further. So, let me show you guys our outworld. Let me get zoomed in here just a bit, and I will show you guys the cave that I made for them. This little area will be thought of by the ants as a defensible location, so if I do have to throw them into this outworld, this is likely the first place that they'll go. And this is great, because this is the entry into their new nest. And I honestly think this thing looks even better from the side. Let me know what you guys think of the outworld in the comments below. And very soon, this colony will be in this outworld, and they will also be needing a name. So in their next video, we will do both of those things. Thank you all so much for watching!